There's still a 7-second delay between what's here and what comes on the screen. So just making some more pens, obviously, out of these three, which are all ones that I've made. As you can see, I've sort of sorted out the lighting a little bit, but I'm still dropping things everywhere. I think one of these blanks glows in the dark by the looks of it, but I'm not entirely sure. It'll be this one if it is, which is why that is milky. I think that one is just white mixed in with the green. So doing the same sections as yesterday, which are the OVO ones, which have the big lip there. And then we'll go back to Bock later on this week, probably, if I finish these off today. I have my mum watching me do this just over the side that way. So if you hear another voice, that's who it is. Excuse me. Almost dropped things again. So today, basically, I'm just trying to double check the stability of the stream and see if there's any pattern to it causing, and sort out the lighting that I had issues with yesterday. Just realised I'm not wearing my apron. The camera's paused. So we're just going to check those to make sure those threads are okay. Same as we did yesterday. It's fine. We're going to have to bore out the end because the converter didn't fit. As you can see, with this one we'll be able to see how far we need to bore out. So the end of the section is about there, so need basically bore out that much. It's probably what we were boring out yesterday. So all the threads are okay. So it's going to adjust the boring bar so that it's just taken off a little bit of the skin of the end of the section. That should be about right. We'll test that out before go any further to make sure that the others are doing the same. So that should go into about there. So if I put my thumb there, there we go. So that's in. So that was those two done. So yesterday they were all about 10.3 mil thick. So let's see how we're doing today. Didn't mean to do that. $10.36. 10.39. Come on, get in there. .2 or 1.5, so a little bit off. 5 out of 6 ain't bad though. So he's So what we're going to do is we're going to have a rounded cap and we're going to have a bit of detail on the end. So with this one I want that bit there to be the detail on the end, so we're going to cut this one a bit low so that that is the barrel, and then we'll cut off the excess bit at the top for the cap, or we'll cut off this bit here which has got loads of ridges on it for some reason. Pretty much the same with that one. So we capture that and this nice bit of swirling in the pen, and then we can cut that down for the cap. And then this one we'll probably just sort of cut it about there so that we get sort of this little swirl of green coming through into the body of the pen. And then we've got the cap here and we can cut off that little bit of white at the top because I'm not too keen on that. Right, so where's my pen? There it is. So if we have it so that the length of the pen is about there, so that's going to sit in there like that. You're going to have about 4 or 5 mil for the threads. Is that right? My brain just dying on me. No, so the cut's going to be here. So then you're going to have the 4 or 5 mil for the threads there. So that's going to sit like that. This bit will just come into that area there. We can sort of almost just get rid of this bit here. So we can cut there and we can cut there, getting rid of this bit. With this one, we'll do the cut. So we've got to take into account that we've drilled in a little bit there. So we're going to lose about that much. So if we sort of make a cut there, it's going to sit like that. No, we'll make the cut there. So that's going to sit like that, which gives us some sculpting room at the end there. And then, as before, don't mind keeping that middle bit. That's fine. We can just slice off about there. But we'll do that after we've drilled out the cap, so that we know how much we need to waste at the top. And then this one is going to be much like that one. In fact, what we can do is we can just put them next to each other, transfer the marks over. And then we'll just transfer those marks over for that one. So that should be enough room. For some reason it's really hot in here today. 21 degrees. So if we cut the barrels first, well, we might as well trim this down so we know how much we've got to play with at the end. So if we go in about there to begin with. There we go. Wasn't a bad guess. About 1.5 mil. So we're going to go to that second mark there. So like the juices, these are going to have a bit of extra length to them because you've got the sculpting at the end of the barrel. So you're going to have 3 facets at the end of each barrel. 2 coming in like this, and then 1 coming in at the bottom like that. And it would help if the camera hadn't paused. As I was saying, you're going to have a point like that, and then on the bottom you're going to have a wedge like that. And that was that way around. There's nothing I need to shave off at the end there. I'll go straight in there. And then this one, quite like this one. That's what I like about making my own blanks sometimes. It's if I've got any runoff or any extra material as I've overfilled the mix or whatever, then I've got a load of colours that I can just mix together, and it makes completely unique blank. So you end up getting something quite funky like that, where that was one set of blanks, that was another set, that was another set, and then in there was another set. So they're pretty chaotic, and I quite like them. an idiot. I've got to zero the measuring thing when I turn down that last tenon. So measure it again. That would help. Right. Oh, pause. There we go. That's more frustrating than it needed to be. triple start threads on the caps for these ones. So that means it's got 3 starting points for the threads around the circumference. Which I might be able to show you if I can stop dropping things for 5 seconds. So none of these are going to be polished on the inside. So I can just go in the normal drill bit. So if I do end up making a pen where I'm planning to polish the inside, this part of the method of making them is slightly different. So that's gone just beyond that pink bit, which is what I wanted. So I want this pink bit to be quite clear, so that when it's polished up, that looks like a sort of a gem on the end of the pen. You can see the purple just coming out there. So that's gone deep into that purple, which is fine. And this one is going to come out probably mostly brown. But I'm glad I've got this bit here. I just hope that I don't drill through that. Well, we're going to drill through it. I just hope we don't lose all the detail is what I mean. So I was saying to my wife that doing these videos on Twitch has upped my productivity, something chronic. I'm making 3 pens a day quite a lot for me. When I get custom orders, what I'm thinking of doing is setting a time for the client to come and view, which is good for them and good for myself, and then letting them watch and give feedback on the pen as it's being made, so that if I'm making something and they're not too keen on it, they can change it, or if I come up with an idea midway through making a pen, I can offer a suggestion. And I thought that would be quite cool. Sometimes it just needs a little help because there's not enough torque in it. I think that may be because the belt in the gear in the motor might have got greasy at some point, so it's slipping. One day I might do a lathe setup video as well, but that's way down the line. I will do a blank making video at some point though. Another thing I can do is once people start using the chat on Twitch, I can get people to make decisions about what they want the pen to look like that I'm making. So there's always that option there as well. So there's lots of stuff I can do. I've always had an idea that this will be quite a chilled out set of videos, or platform for videos. I'm not going to do the whole subscribe. Even though I just technically did. So it's gone quite transparent there, or translucent I should say. So I've still got that nice little swirling there. Lost some of it, that's going to happen. So when I put these online, I need to remember to note that they're Jowo and they can go with the Pensloff nibs that I've got. So those threads are a bit tight at the moment, but they're all gummed up with crap at the moment. So they've got lots of dirt in them and stuff, but once they're cleaned up, they'll be fine. Have I done that one? Ooh. Just chilling out, talking to myself and listening to music. Streaming it online. Why not? I could also post what soundtrack I'm listening, what playlist I'm listening to on Spotify, and people can listen along. Why not? Going to make sure that I don't start singing along with what I've got going through the headphones, because none of you want to hear that. That would be bad. Yeah, I still get away with it. Good, good. So I don't know whether you can see this. There you go, you can just about see the ridges in this bit, which is why I wanted to cut it off. Because that would just be a pain in the balls to sand. I get thrown over there. You know, I've still got one or two ridges there. There's not much I can do about that. Coming up to 4 o'clock. About an hour left. So this is my drill bit for doing the end. So that should be marked for the nib. And gives you a couple, well, a mil or two clearance for the end of the nib. So I'm just going to double check, make sure that this will actually fit in. Sorry about that. Phone went off. So yeah, the purple mark there is for the nib. So should have plenty of room to play around with them there. What we're doing. That one next. Likewise with the other one, this orange mark here is the length from back of the threads to the end of the section. Like I say, it's all high tech around here. High tech paint pens. Now there's a name for a company. pouring bar out again. Right, so because these walls are quite thin, I'm going by hand rather than use the machine. So if anything is about to go, you can either see or hear it go. You have more control and how many threads you get. So we only want about that many threads. See that? So that should go to the end of these threads. And as I said about the triple start, so that was one. So if I turn it back, wait for it to click. So that's, oh no, that's still the same one. There's the next one, and that's matched that pattern perfectly, which is great. There we go, the third one, where it's completely mismatched. Ah, and this bloody camera paused. Right, we'll do that again, shall we? So you can see here that the pattern's not matched at all. There, the pattern has moved along a bit further. And on the third one, oh no, that's still the second one. On the third one, that pattern where the sort of bronzy colour or copper colour moves into the green up here matches. So we know that you can see the end of the drill is about, or the end of the drill hole is about there. So we can quite happily just cut off this whole chunk, which we shall do now. Which we can then shape. The way my workshop's set up, I've got a couple of boxes at the end. Target practice. So proportions of that cap to that body are now much better. So that's going to be the full length of the pen, because we're going to do some carving on this end. And we're going to round off this. Again, this one, you can see where the end of the drill hole is. So we can quite easily cut that bit off, which I might as well do now as I've got the parting tool in place. So that one is for this one. So again, I think we're going to have to put more lube in there because it's powdered. So we only want about, for it to go in about that far. I have to run them through a few times just to make sure that they're good threads. So let's see if we can get this, or well, ideally this one, to match up with that. Now, because that's quite small, I doubt we will. If we do manage it, I'll be quite happy. Ooh. I know, but it matches there quite well. That'll do. So again, there's the end length of the pen. So you can see you can have the end of the cap there. You can just about see the pointed end of the drill bit is about there. See if this one would be more obvious. There will be when it's polished. Right. This one's got no real discernible pattern that goes between the two, so it doesn't matter wholly whether it matches or not. What it does have, it's got the nib in it, so you can check for it's going to be like that. So we'll shape all the caps like we did yesterday. It's going to be pretty similar to yesterday because they're just domed caps on this design. I forgot to get myself a drink. So there's lots of firework coming up. Normally I would take these over to the vise, but let's have a think. Would I be able to fit the vise here so you can see? Let's have a think. Clip it there maybe. Not sure if this will work, but if it does, it would be pretty cool. I think that works. So move that out of the way for now. just check it for cracks. We have had one or two where the cracks have sneaked through to this this part. It's coming together. Remind me not to do two very similar blue pens. I keep getting these caps mixed up. So I've not publicised the Twitch stuff very much until I sort of can nail some of these technical issues. I think that's pretty much going to stand that way. Got a feeling it's got something to do with the connection, the Wi-Fi connection. Because I've got basically a very high-tech solution for getting Wi-Fi to the house to the workshop. It's called a big effing long wire. I suppose I could just plug directly into the. Why haven't I done that before? Oh no, because there's a lot of other stuff that runs off the Wi-Fi, not just the. And I could run. I could go off my data from the phone and stream it to go straight through the big long wire, so I wouldn't have to rely on the Wi-Fi. I think we'll try that next time. See if that stops it. This is the purple one. You know, I said I wasn't going to polish the inside of these. I might do on this one. Apologies for all the clapping, it's just, as you can see, lots of dust. And then we've got oil all over your hands. The dust kind of sticks. Love that. Ouch. Try and hide that thumb. Why is that looking there? So I knock it. Sorry about this. try and hide that thumb because I've just hurt it. Right, so this is the dodgy bit. Not because it's dangerous, but because I could cock it all up. Missed a cock up. There's a permanent residence in this place. I think we're far enough into the video or stream to allow the odd swear word every now and then. No one's watching me, so who cares, right? Start swearing like a trooper in a public forum. Yeah. Some colourful language. Here's my structure. what I might have to do, because this isn't working, is do it from that. And somehow lock that in place. This, however, might work. If I've got enough throw on this bolt underneath. Bingo. That's much better. So I can wedge something in there. Make sure that's all the way against that side and wedge something in there. But what can we wedge in there? When in doubt, use a bit of pen. Right, so we've got the first sort of wedge almost equal. It's not too bad actually. So now do the bottom one. And then we'll try and do the other two on this rather than the and vice. So here we go. Word house, I picked the right section. So this is an Icarus. So cool because that bit reminds me of a wingtip. So that's the end of that one. Yeah, they're about equal. So you got the flat bit, flat bit, flat bit. Turn it right somehow. So that goes down like that. Yeah, that one might need a bit more off of it. That's a bit better. So last bit is just a quick hand sand of these bits because there's quite a lot of file marks on these. So you just need to scratch them off basically. I get through so much sandpaper. End bit, it's the most awkward bit to do because it's so small. So yeah, that one's ready for sand and polish. So that's the first one done for today. Now that didn't work. I'll take that off. Back to the drawing board with that idea. We'll work it out eventually. So the problem with this, doing it this way, is that spins. So if I can get something that wedges between there and there, so what's that? That is that'll do. Won't fit actually. I knew this side would look good. Yeah, nice cross section of where that purple mixes with the blue. Just got to remember, take that out before I turn the lathe on, because that'll probably kill me. I said that mainly to remind myself. That was a lot quicker than the last time. And it looks a lot better. There we go. Oh yeah. The annoying bit. I think there's at least one thing about each design which sort of irritates me a little bit. And on this one, it's this bit. Sanding that tiny little bit at the end. Hello, whoever just popped in. It's nice to have some company every now and then. And they're gone. Again, those threads will loosen up when they're clean. Oh, you're still there, are you? So yeah, that's the end of that one. So just to show off a little bit, that's what we've made over the past 2 days, and they're mostly done from scratch. And then this one's the last one to do today. And then I need to go and get ready for dinner. But first of all, I'm going to flatten off that end bit because I don't like it. It's gone milky. Right, so this is the one I've been looking forward to. It looks pretty simple, but I can tell you now, once this end bit is polished up, it's going to look quite cool. So now I've said that, you can guarantee I'm going to cock it up. Right, so you can see roughly what it's going to turn out like. So we're going to have that nice clear sort of magenta and orangey yellow at the end there. So with this one, I'm definitely going to come up from this side because I want to keep that sort of yellowy orange there. So it looks like sunset sort of. Hardest thing about this one is getting the bloody file to stay straight as you're filing these end bits, and just filing in general. I am sweating. A little bit more, then we'll switch to the fine file. That'll do. Slipping is normally a good sign to stop with that one. Right, so that's the two sides done. We've got the orangey yellow at this end, so we are going to do that side. So we're going to come across there. That'll do. That's going to look quite good. Right. So now we have the nice blue with the magenta and orangey yellow at the end, which is going to go completely, well, translucent, not transparent, when it's polished, sanded and polished up, which it's now ready for. You can see how close I've gone to the hole there. Don't know if you can see that. There we go. There's the section which is mostly the clear, so that was taken off of that end of the blank, and then that obviously joins up there. Again, dusty threads, so they're going to be stiff. So in 2 days we've done 3 Icarus, those 3, and 3 Aphrodite to those 3. And they will be polished up later on in the week, probably possibly at the weekend. I haven't decided yet, depends. And that's it. So tomorrow, let's face it, if I can be bothered, we might do those ones as Vanagans, which are the pointy ones. Don't know, they're a bit similar to the Aphrodite though. Might do these 3 into Titans, which are very basic cylinder shaped pens, but I haven't got many of them, so it'd be good to do some. Yeah, might do them, because then that'll be them from scratch. Well, especially these, because they'll be turning it down to cylinders. Should be a noisy job. Right, that's it. So maybe see you tomorrow, maybe not. Catch you later. Thank you for joining me if you did. Take care.